Zarna, Zarna, Zarna. Cannot believe you. Again, in the oddest statements you make. I almost wonder if you didn't see my last video, challenging you on whether you're a vegan or not. Anyways, so I'm back looking at your Facebook. Yes, I'm having fun doing this. Let's just move the picture down a little bit. That is a leather whip you're holding, made from a cowhide. And, well, is that could be even a leather wristband on your watch. Any case, that I don't know. I do know I've seen you wear leather before. So when you say, oh, we were good before there. Huh, why is it erased it there? When you say, my Hindu brothers and sisters, sibling living in the West, smash the patriarchy by giving up the dairy. A white man has tortured Mata, your mother cow, for so long, drinking her milk is no longer a sacred act. It is an act of violence. For the climate, for your soul, give it up. Zarna, you're ignorant. Not that I'm insulting you. You are ignorant of basic facts. So that is what you've said. My Western siblings give up dairy for your health, your environment, peace of mind. And then you have these vegan recipes. You do know that not milking a cow can make it pretty sick. These dairy cows have to be milked. They're not a wild animal. A Jersey does not live in the wild, and it's in quite a bit of pain if you don't milk it when it needs to be milked, and the milk can actually curdle in its udder. It can't handle not being milked. So, this is an absurd position. Anyways, I find, like I said before, you're willing to put on hunters and different people onto your website if it suits your agenda that are not vegan. They're not close to vegan. Anyways, we're going to go past this Bill Nye the Science Guy and past all your videos. We're going to go down here. We're going to go to the next issue. There's the one. How do I see women? That's what he said. This is right. I can't believe you, Zarna. This is. Oh, we'll just go to this one picture here. This is the hunter you placed onto your thing. Just to show that if somebody doesn't understand it, you have no problem placing hunters on and then talking about vegan, talking like you want to be a vegan. And I don't understand, just because he agrees on one issue and you totally disagree on the other issue, you're not going to bring it up because that doesn't suit your purpose. Anyways, I made a comment on this video. I wrote a comment. See, when you click on this one, that's when men need to talk to other men about how they objectify women. You get a YouTube page. And we're on that YouTube page now. I made a comment here. Let's see. Let's read more. I'm just going to read out my comment. Sexism is not a men's problem, as if it's only one gender causing the problem. Nope, it's equally distributed because gender does not cause a huge brain difference between the sexes. if you want equality, then there is equality here as well. If you want equality between the sexes, then there's going to be equality between the brains as well. If you demand and say, no, women have a different brain, well, fine. I want to hear your argument, because it doesn't make sense. Why would you dress down to gutter level and wait for night to go jog in a park? Yeah, and I use the word evil, and I don't use it loosely. If you're some young person who thinks they can go jog in the park late at night, I don't care, male, female, I don't care your gender, you're naive, and you think you can just go do that. You're ignorant. You don't know. Ignorant as in unlearned, as in you're going to learn some life experiences. You'll get hurt in the park, and law enforcement's not going to be a great help to you. So far, always, dark and evil gets the first action. The first hit is by the wrongdoers. It always gets that first, and then you have to react to it. You're jogging late in the park in a shady area. You don't think you're going to get assaulted? In the areas I've been in, there's a lot of men getting assaulted for money. So I wouldn't think so much joggers, but I have been attacked. When I've been attacked, it's been more for trying to show the other guys how strong they are and whatever. But I have seen a lot of attacks for money, and beyond that, I cannot understand a person jogging in shady areas in parks late at night. Law enforcement is busy enough; they just don't need it. Yeah, here I'm going to give you an example. I've had a number of women stalk me, and my ex-wife is an example. 6 years after we were divorced, she found out I was at a youth center, and I looked out the window and I saw her staring down one of the kids. She had my boys next to her. She'd noticed my van, it was my car, and she tried to intimidate one of the youths. Took her aside, told her to stop it. She's like, it's a free country, I can do what I want. I said to her, that kid you're staring down, yeah, he and a friend took a hammer to an adult behind a bar and beat him. The guy's still in the hospital. Well, he's out now, but I mean, at that time he was still in the hospital. That is what I told her, and it is a true story. And I took her next statement. It stunned me how naive she was, and she isn't a naive person, and she was just so silly. She says, well, if he does that, I will call the cops on him. Wait, are you threatening me? I said to her, if he hits you with a hammer, you'll be lying on the pavement waiting for an ambulance if you live. Fine, do what you want. While me and the director of the youth drop-in center figured out how to deal with violent kids dropping by the center. As for me, I would not stare him down, because that kid had a violent, messed up childhood, and I don't want to be hit with a hammer. You won't talk down dark things from happening, but you can give space to violence. If you know there's violent areas in the city, stay away from them. You don't have to accept it. In fact, don't accept it. Don't return to its doorstep. Don't flaunt in its face. Like, if you can jog in the park and then you decide, well, I'm going to take my t-shirt off and show off more skin. Don't flaunt in its face with arrogance about your rights. Mental issues are plentiful, and although you don't need to nurse the issues of the insane back to sanity, you do need to be prudent. You must be careful. It is evil to say to people it's okay to jog in the park late at night. It's reckless. And as far as sexual assaults go, the first assault I ever saw was a girl attacking a guy. And this is true. I saw it in college, and it was definitely an attack. They definitely called the police. It was the whole deal. I started to realize early on, gender doesn't make a difference to moral thinking. Moral bankruptcy occurs in either gender liberally. Finally, I have come out loud and strong. This is my clear statement. I stand against this violent feminism. Let me be clear. I am seeing no distance from hate groups by feminists and the leaderships of groups calling themselves to be feminists. They have proudly talked about committing murders and planning more. I don't understand. Or they talk about hating men, wanting to kill them, even if you're just venting. I don't want any part of your group. Violence occurs. I'm going to give it distance. And if what you want to do is vent that way, you're getting my distance. Because feminists won't distance themselves from this ideology, I have withdrawn my support from feminism. Feminism has moved from equality to hate, cursing, and violence. You won't move forward till that is fixed. Thank you. That is my video. I've got almost no subscribers, and I kind of feel whatever. I don't mind. I'm having fun doing the videos. So if you want to subscribe, that's great. Do whatever you want. See you next time that Zarna does a video. I'm also going to do some other videos. It's not just about Zarna. In fact, it's very little about Zarna. I find her to be a bit of a goof. That's why I do videos on her. Thank you. Subscribe. Have a good day.